Welcome all sports fans. I'm Dolph Jackson, one of the hosts of the Come On In Sports Network, a brand new sports network catered to sports heads like yourselves. Here on the Come On In Sports Network, we'll be covering the latest topics and current sporting news from around the world, such as baseball, football, basketball, and more. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, and come on in. NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. I'm Dolph Jackson of the Come On In Sports Network, and I'm joined by one of the co-hosts of As the NFL Turns. I'm going to let this gentleman introduce himself because he's the newest member of the team. Mr.
How you doing? My name. I'm good, thank you very much. I hope I sound okay. Again, thank you very much for inviting me on, and I thought I'd represent USD as the other host is enjoying himself in New Orleans for his birthday. So, well-deserved break, Carlos. But hey, some of us has to work, right, Dolph?
Yeah, man. Enjoy your happy
How
birthday.
You been, by the way?
I'm doing fine, my brother. How about yourself?
Doing well. It also happens to be my birthday as well. So just got back from endless barbecue, so a bit full, ready to watch some football.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. It is here. It is kickoff. The games count, baby. It is the first Sunday of the regular season. But listen, the season got kicked off Thursday night as it was a rematch of the AFC Championship game as the Baltimore Ravens visited the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs will prevail in this ball game. So, TJ, when you watched this game, man, what stood out to you about this contest?
Oh, it was fun. One, everyone should be mad at the Bills for allowing the Chiefs to get Xavier Worthy. Like, that's just unfair. Two, the officiating is going to be, again, interesting. Like, the amount of flags that was called. And two, I feel sorry for being a Ravens fan because, thank you very much, Pammy. Just having a toe out as they potentially tie the game is heartbreaking, but a fun matchup to start the game. What was your opinion of it?
I think it was a great way to start the season, an excellent game. The end of the game, look, it was a toe, but really it shouldn't have came down to that because Lamar Jackson missed 2 touchdowns previous to that. He missed them first in the left corner of the end zone with a bad pass high, way over his head, out of bounds. He had a lot of room to the inside the field. That was a bad pass. And then he missed Zay Flowers, who was wide open in the back of the end zone. He threw the ball behind him. So then at the end, he's saying that he still thought it was a touchdown. It was not a touchdown. The right call was made. He was out of bounds. If you make those other 2 passes, complete one of those with accuracy, we're not having this conversation. And what I love was they were gone for 2. They were gone for 2. Now they actually got, so I mean, I can't complain about the game. Again, great way to kick off the season. But I think Lamar Jackson, that loss to me at the end is on Lamar Jackson. To me, he missed it. I love Lamar Jackson. So Raven Nation, Mozzie, don't come after you, boy. But listen, I'm just letting you know. Hey, objectively, man, Lamar Jackson has no one to blame but himself. And I guarantee you, if you ask him if he can have both of those throws back, he would say he does. He knows he missed them. He knows, especially Zay Flowers.
Yeah, the Zay Flowers one is a bit inexcusable. Wide open. Yeah, he danced around a bit, but he had enough time to get the pass. He got it there. He had the distance. It just obviously was behind Zay Flowers, which, yeah.
Raul, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. I want to welcome everybody to As the NFL Turns. I'm Dolph. He's TJ. The other guys, the other hosts will be coming in. Again, Carlos is celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday to you, my brother. Enjoy your time. He's down there for the season opener at the Dome, baby. Carlos, have fun, man. The food, tailgate, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. But anyway, man, thank everybody for being here. 9 will be in a minute. Zach is actually in New Orleans. He's doing a blog of the game. He's meeting another content creator down there, so he's gonna have that up on the channel for you guys. He's down there filming their whole opening day experience in New Orleans today. So shout out to Zach and shout out to TJ, the host of Stay of the Saints podcast. And he's down there meeting up with that's who Zach's going to meet up with, along with shout out to my brother Hoodie Juby, some other Saints content creators. So they're going to be doing that down there. Chantel, how you doing? Come on in. I'm heading to the Browns Cowboys game. Got a chance for Winston. Hey, I will be streaming that game. So let me ask you this, Chantel. It seems like everybody's against Deshaun Watson. Why is that? Why do you want to see Jameis Winston? We've seen Jameis Winston. You know, I love Jameis Winston. He's not a bad quarterback, but you have to be ready to accept the bad with Jameis Winston. Mm-hmm. Jameis Winston, because of his own talent, there's not a throw that he doesn't think he can make. Sometimes that gets him in trouble. But I think he is allowable. He's one of the better, to me. Jameis Winston should be starting in this league. I'm just saying, with some of the starting quarterbacks that we see around here right now. All right, Chantel, thank you for being here. All the way from the West Coast, the 12th man is checking in from Seattle, baby. Eric Wallace, how you doing, Eric? Come on in. Also, good morning, Annie Marie Elizabeth Rose Valowski. The law firm is here, baby. How you doing? Good morning, everyone, my fellow moderators and Dolph. Good morning to you. Come on in. Yeah, I know, Chantel. You know I live in Ohio. No one has faith in Deshaun. He is not 100%. Oh, with the shoulder. Okay.
Okay. I didn't know that was an injury.
Good to know. Thank you for the insight. We got our own insiders, baby. We got our own insiders. But my Cowboys are going to beat the Browns. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So again, the season kicked off. Kansas City, Baltimore. It was a great job. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
That's all. Let me get it. That's Michael. Michael wants to say hi to everyone. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. You ready for some football today? All right. Mike is ready for football.
He knows what time it is.
Yeah, he knows what time it is. So it was, again, Ravens falling to the Chiefs. This could be a preview. We could have a rematch again in the AFC Championship game. that Ravens team is still a very good team. And look, it was just a wonderful night and a wonderful way to kick off the 2024 NFL season. All right, family, let's go to the other game. Now, this game, TJ, this kind of hits TJ where it hurts a little bit here. So, TJ, I'm going to let you take this one. Friday night on Peacock, it was the Packers taking on the Eagles. And
it was.
And, hey, guess what? You guys prevailed, man. So so TJ, give us a breakdown of this game, your likes and dislikes, and what did you think about, even in defeat, what did you think about the Packers?
Well, yeah, I'll do a quick rundown. First thing, obviously, if people don't know, and I don't know how you don't know, obviously it's being played in Brazil. The turf was terrible. People were slipping on like it was an ice ring. It was absolutely terrible. Like Eagles fans were having flashbacks to the Super Bowl. It was that bad. Packers, I feel like you're going to have a bright future. Like your offense was fantastic. Obviously, we know that Love was injured in this game. Fortunately, it wasn't a tear at all in the knee. It was just an MCL sprain, I believe, which it sucks that he's going to miss about 6 weeks. But at least it's not the whole season. But he's got passion. He's got actually DOLPH was fantastic. Their defense was great. The start of the game was rough as an Eagles fan. HITZ threw an interception, which was awful, especially since obviously most of the Philly hype was his how careful he was with the ball during training camp. And then the first drive, he threw an INT to Xavier McKinney, which was painful to watch. Obviously, thank goodness our Philly defense managed to put a stop to it and only let them score 3 points. And then, here you go, MCL sprain, which it does suck. It really does suck that for Packers fans and obviously for the Packers itself. But then HITZ had a miscommunication with the snap, and it was a fumble. Like for an Eagles fan, that start of the game was terrifying and horrible because we're coming off the end of last season, which was horrific. The collapse was horrific, and it was these mistakes that killed us. And to just go from that season to the beginning of this game, we're like, oh, so nothing's changed. Like, clearly Nick Sirianni's problem and all that, and it was not good. It was not good, especially with our defense struggling against that explosive Packers offense.
Right.
And it was Joshua Jacobs. I know for most of the game he had it was like 8 carries for like 14 yards. It wasn't good, but he still managed to explode at the end. I think they have got a great running back in Josh Jacobs, if you can stay healthy. Yes. Fortunately, the Birds started to get it together and the offense started to meld, and we ruined the Giants' spirit, seeing how well Saquon, what a debut as for the Birds. 3 touchdowns, 109 yards rushing, and 32 in the air, and 1 fantastic catch in the side of the end zone from Jalen Hurts for our first score. Saquon is everything was advertised, and we are happy to have him. AJ Brown started to go off. The offense started to gel very well. Again, that defense was very good. They managed to constantly pressure Hurts, and every time Hurts tried to run, they always had a QB spy. So they were QB spy. They were very well prepared. We managed to catch a lead. It was back and forth for a bit. Again, Love broke his record for the longest touchdown of all time with that lovely pass and the receiver going all the way. It's just a shame that Love got injured on the second to last pass it wasn't a sack because he got rid of the ball, by the tackle from Carter. It would be interesting to see the game go all the way if he was in. But a fantastic game, and hopefully light at the end of the tunnel for both teams. Like, both Packers are good when Love comes back, and hopefully the Eagles are going to be better than what they were last year.
Right. All right, fam. Like I said, we're checking in. We got the one and only Coach Rock is checking in, baby. Coach is opening Sunday, baby. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Dolph? How y'all doing today, man?
We doing good, man. We doing good, Coach, man. Know you just jumping in, Coach. Quick recap of the first two games, Thursday and Friday. Your thoughts on those?
I thought they were very exciting games. The Kansas City game, I thought was really, really good. Kansas City, Baltimore was a real good game. I found both games intriguing. Brother say it was the first, regular season kickoff game. I found both of them to be very interesting and very entertaining.
Gotcha. My thought is this: it shouldn't have came, like I was telling TJ. It shouldn't have came down to that last play or toe because Lamar Jackson missed the previous two throws. To me, that loss is on Lamar Jackson. You MVP, you make those throws. I'm telling you right now, Patrick Mahomes makes one of those plays. That's why he's who he is. That's why he is who he is. Go ahead, TJ.
Sorry to break you off. The Cowboys just extended Dak Prescott.
Breaking news.
So 3 minutes ago, the Cowboys and Dak Prescott has agreed for a 4-year deal worth about $240 million, with 231 of it guaranteed.
Woo! Again, breaking news. Look, we're giving you breaking news. TJ just broke it. The Cowboys and Dak Prescott. Man, yep, he's trending right now. He's trending right now. Breaking news. Yes, TJ said $240 million to Dak Prescott. Wow, Cowboys making news early. Now the speculation is over. CD Lamb is locked up. Dak Prescott is locked up. Now, Michael Parsons becomes the big fish. How can they get? Can they get Michael Parsons?
With this record-setting deal, Dak Prescott gets $39 million more than any other QB is scheduled to make over the next 5 years. He also gets an $80 million signing bonus. Ooh.
$240 million for Dak Prescott. There it is right there. I'm live on X. That's the breaking news there. So Dak Prescott family, $240 million extension. Oh my God. Dak the man, 4 years. Adam Schefter reporting and see 4-year deal. He is now the highest paid player in NFL history. But don't worry, the next quarterback come up will surpass that. $200 million for Dak Prescott. Ooh. Now, let me just say this. The pressure is now on. There is no more excuses. He will be the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys for the foreseeable future. It is now up to Dak Prescott. Hey, he has to come through for the Cowboys. It's Super Bowl or bust for the Cowboys. CD Lamb is locked up. They're building it. They got a young offensive line that they're starting to build. Now you got a young, excellent player in Michael Parsons. You have a young secondary, good secondary. It comes down to now that man under center. Can Dakota Prescott get the job done for the Dallas Cowboys? Hey, Dak's taking the field today, feeling pretty good in Cleveland. So Chantel says she loves it. Love my Cowboys. Great breaking news for Chantel. All right. Yeah, Dak Prescott. Yes, sir. Thank you. Listen, guys, that's some big news there, man.
He got his $60 million. $60 million a year.
$60 million a year Dak Prescott gets. Hey, Cowboys have signed their quarterback. Speculation's over. He won't be going anywhere. He's there. He's that quarterback for that team. So Dak Prescott signs a mega extension to remain with the Cowboys. Again, 4 years, $240 million, $60 million a year. Wow. Hey, Blaze, how you doing? Come on in.
Hey, Blaze. In other news, if people care, Justin Fields has been announced as the starter today for the Steelers as well.
Hey, TJ, hold it down for 1 second.
No worries, no worries, no worries. Yes, like I said, in other news, Justin Fields has been announced as the starter QB. So it'll be very interesting to see how he runs in the system, especially since we haven't heard a lot of good things. Obviously, the joke was they might put him down as punt returner. But yeah, if you've got Russell Wilson fantasy, I feel sorry for you. But Dak Prescott, yeah, has been ruled out. Russell Wilson has been ruled out today's game versus the Falcons due to a calf injury. But Dak Prescott's contract, going to go circle back for that for a bit. Fact, like a lot of money, $60 million a year. Obviously, they've got big contracts down the book, and they've got one more to go. They've got one more big contract in Micah Parsons. Hopefully, they can get that signed as well. But that's Diggs, CD, Dax on the books. Will they have enough to sign Parsons, or is he going to be one of the positions to walk? I know Jerry likes his boys, and I understand he's loyal to them. But it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep all of these key pieces when they get Parsons under lock and key to play, because he's the next one, isn't he, Michael Parsons?
He's the next one up.
He's the next one.
Up. So listen, they got that's the nucleus though, and you got Trayvon Diggs at corner. So they got the. Man, listen, that's big news to start the season. That should put Cowboy Nation at ease. But now it's like, hey, now you have secured your bag. Now, can you, in the next 4 years, 5 years, counting this year, can you deliver? Can you get the Dallas Cowboys back to the NFC Championship game? And then, ultimately, the Super Bowl. The pressure is now on Dak Prescott. He doesn't have to worry about going anywhere. He will be a Dallas Cowboy for the foreseeable future. Congratulations to Dak Prescott on securing his bag, man. And we're going to move on. The battle of the Sunshine State today, it will be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. And when we look at this game here, a lot to be discerned in this game. I look at Miami as a team that a lot of people feel this team is talented, but they feel like this team, for them to be successful come late January, that they're going to have home field advantage in the playoffs. Talent-wise, we know this offense explosive. They got one of the brightest minds in the National Football League when it comes to offense, and they coach McDaniels. Jacksonville, the Jaguars are coached last year, led by Trevor Lawrence, who for a brief time was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. A lot of people were wondering, why would the Jaguars give Trevor Lawrence the money they gave him? Well, like I said, when you feel you have that leader, that cornerstone that can lead your team. I mean, Trevor Lawrence has not been a failure in the National Football League. I think there was a lot of maybe too much lofty goals and put upon him when coming into the league. But he's still a young quarterback. He's still very talented, and he has had the Jaguars in the playoffs. So when we look at this game today, to you, TJ, what might be the difference in this Dolphins-Jaguars game?
Well, the very interesting part is, obviously 33 minutes ago, Tyreek Hill just got arrested. So is Tyreek Hill going to play in this game? Because he is a massive weapon in this offense. Throws an 8-yard pass to Tyreek Hill runs to the end zone. Like, he's a massive difference, but when it comes to the Jaguars, it all depends on how healthy Lawrence is. We've seen him not healthy, and it's not good. He's unable to lead that team. And I don't think they're able to cope without Trevor. I know most teams can't cope without Trevor Lawrence, but it just shows how vital he is to that team, and I think that's why he got the contract. Obviously, they lost Ridley on the off-season. I know he had one good game and then disappeared for most of it, and most of their players are coming back healthier. They were an injury-ridden team. So when it comes to Jacksonville, can they remain healthy? And Miami, you're spot on. Can they win that high enough seed to make the playoffs run through Miami? Because Tua can't play in the gold. Tua just can't play in the gold. So maybe they have to, I don't know, play in a deep. They might have to practice in a fridge at some point to get him used to it. I don't know.
It's breaking that Tyreek Hill, he was detained earlier today, but he is in the stadium and and will play against Jacksonville. It's being reported by Ian Rappaport and Mr. Rosenhaus of the NFL Network. So Hill will be playing today. He is in the stadium. Tyreek Hill will be on set today, on the field today for the Miami Dolphins as they open up the season at home against in-state rival, the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right.
Got it.
And again for the young Jaguars, this is a game that, hey, if you come out and you knock off one of the favorites in the AFC, hey, that's a great way to start the season for the Jaguars. So again, Tyreek Hill stopped on a minor violation, but he was released. He is in the stadium, and he will, for all you fantasy owners out there, Tyreek Hill will be starting today, so you can rest. You can have a little ease with your fantasy lineup. I know a lot of people probably start scrambling once they heard that news, but nah, he will be in the building. All right, T Mama, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. All right. Blaze says, I hope Dolphins win. Okay. Samuel, how you doing? Good morning to you, my brother. Come on in.
Hi, Samuel.
Samuel, do it like Samuel says. Do me and TJ a favor. Hit that like button. Hit the hell out that like button, family. Again, this is As the NFL Turns, the most unique and number one pregame show on all the social media. And we want to thank y'all for being here. Yes. Again, it is Carlos' birthday. Shout out to Carlos. He celebrated his birthday today. He's in the Big Easy, baby. Gonna watch his favorite team, that black and gold, baby. So happy birthday to you, my brother. Have a great day. Hopefully, that black and gold team down there, baby, they don't disappoint you, baby. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Indeed.
All right. Yes, ma'am. I will be streaming that game. After this, we will be streaming the Saints and Panthers game, and also we will be doing America's Game of the Week, the Come On In Sports Network's Game of the Week, the Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns. All right. Samuel says he's there. Okay, Samuel in the city. Congratulations. 3 days. Gotcha. All right. Who else? Okay, Chantel. Gotcha. I got you. All right, 3 days to Blaze's birthday, man. Hey, well, happy birthday, premature birthday. And on your birthday, I shoot you a happy birthday, my brother. Thank you as always, my friend. All right, family. Next game on the docket, family. The New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings. So in this game, family, your starting quarterbacks are Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold. How exciting are you for this matchup? If you're a Giants fan, I think Daniel Jones is better than Sam Darnold.
You reckon?
I think, I mean, it ain't saying much, but I think Daniel Jones is better than Sam Darnold. We know, but Sam Darnold has arguably the best receiver in the National Football League, Justin Jefferson. And now Daniel Jones gets his own legitimate, bona fide number one draft choice wide receiver, also from LSU, Malik Neighbors, who they have just been raving about all off season and through training camp. So interesting to see how this dynamic works with him and Jones, see what kind of chemistry they have. As for Sam Darnold, the veteran, going to be out here leading the way for the Vikings, he definitely has an alpha dog at receiver in Jefferson. But I think it's going to come down to whoever's defense plays the better in this contest here. And again, like always, turnovers in field position. Who can set their offense up in a better scoring opportunity during this contest? In a facet of the game that we always overlook, and you always hear me say this, family, a facet of the game that we always overlook until it bites our team in the behind or it prevails our team to a victory. Special teams. TJ, your thoughts on this game?
You're spot on. It's just going to be horrible to watch because you're spot on. They've got Daniel Jones, which isn't a good QB. Even the New York social media hates Daniel Jones by the fact that they keep posting him missing like open receivers and even screen passes he's missing. He's got now a decent wide receiver in Neighbors, and it'd be interesting to see if they have that connection. But on the other hand, I believe he is fully active again. You've got Sam Darnold, who sees ghosts and has had multiple opportunities to prove that his star has Justin Jefferson. So it's too bad QBs with potentially very, very good wide receivers. And can those wide receivers elevate the QB play up? Who knows? I think the Vikings are going to win this game simply because I feel like they've got more support for their QB. Like, they have a decent running back. They've got, obviously, Anderson and Jefferson. Their defense is okay. Where the Giants, they got Brian Burns, but they've also lost Xavier McKinney and that secondary, and they lost Saquon. Like, Saquon was the identity for Giants for such a long time. And it's proven they should have played Saquon and got rid of Jones instead of what they did, which was the other way around. So, maybe field goals each, 3-3.
With those explosive wide receivers, I don't see them being 3-3. But
no,
just one of these teams. If I'm looking at any, when I take a look at both of these teams, if one of these teams is to surprise all of us this season, I will have to go with the New York Giants because I'm going. I know it, but because I'm not a fan of Sam Darnold. I'm not. I'm just not a fan of Sam Darnold. I don't think Sam Darnold is a quarterback that can propel a team to victory. I think he is a quarterback who is he's a quarterback that to me he's a 2 to 3 week starter. If any prolonged amount of time, then all his flaws are going to show. As a backup, I think he's good as a backup, but as the starting quarterback, I don't have confidence in him. I don't, but hey, the people who matter the most do. That's that coaching staff from Minnesota, and that's those guys in the locker room with him. Who see him each and every single day. But in this contest, I'm going to pick one in this one, TJ. I'm going to pick first. I'm going to go with, in this game, I'm going to take the Giants because they're at home. I'm going to take the Giants to defeat the Minnesota Vikings.
Fair enough. I see what you're saying, and like Jones has gone to the playoffs before where Donald hasn't. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I just feel like they've got more support for, an arguably worse QB, but I feel they managed to do well with the Pastronaut there last season. And I don't know if Donald's as good as him or as worse as him, but I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings. I've seen the Giants up close twice a year, and when they lost Saquon, they have no identity. So I'm just going to go with the Vikings.
Right. And again, we saw Saquon Barkley unleashed Friday night, when he has talent around him, when he's not just a single, the only thing that they have. He has a viable quarterback. Let me put it like that.
Yep.
For me, Jalen Hurts has not played up to that Super Bowl year since that year. I think he is kind of regressed a little. Was it the offensive coordinator or was it him? 2 years in a row. And if he gets off to a rock, listen, he threw 2 touchdowns, 278 yards, but he also had 2 picks in that game.
Yes, he did.
So, again, we have to watch Jalen Hurts, and again, it's going to play itself out. And we did, and the previous game we had with the Miami-Jacksonville game, I don't believe we picked this game. I'm going to go with the Dolphins in that one, TJ, because they're home. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm also going with Dolphins. I do like, apart from when he plays in cold weather, I really like Tua. I think he's good. And obviously, he's got the money to show that he's good as well.
Right. Everybody in the chat, who you got? Dolphins, Jaguars, put it in the chat right now. Let me and TJ know, and we go share it with the family, baby. All right, and also who you got? Giants, Vikings. I'm going. I think me and TJ both are going with the Giants in this game.
I'm going Vikings.
Oh, TJ's going Vikings. He has faith in Sam Darnold. Again, I do not. So it looks like it's going to be no one's a lone wolf right now. It's just me and TJ here. So there's not a lone wolf right now. So we split right now. All right. Samuel says he's going with the Dolphins. Chantel says give her the Dolphins. T Mama says the Vikings.
Vikings?
Yeah. T Mama's going with the Dolphins also. Blaze says get him the Giants also. Okay.
Nice split.
All right. Nice split right there. Okay, here we go. A lot of you in the chat right now. The Carolina Panthers are in the Big Easy to take on a team that is, how should I put this? Because this is my squad, the team that I follow on a daily basis. How should I put this? To take on a team that is in one of the most critical years in the history of this franchise. Because either this season is going to be a success or they're going to be the kind of changes that many have wanted, and it ain't going to be a quick fix like many think. What happened in 2005-06 when Sean Payton took over and what happened in Houston last year with the Texans does not happen every year. So the Saints, to me, are in a must-win game. They have a crazy schedule to start off the season. After the Panthers, they have the Cowboys. They face the Eagles. They got the Falcons. They got the world champion Chiefs. And then former coach Sean Payton comes to town. So with the Broncos and his young quarterback, Bo Nix, that's going to be personal for him. He's going to be looking to run up score in that game, but we'll deal with that game then. As for now, it's going to be Carolina and New Orleans. Carolina, it's a division game. Carolina always plays the Saints hard. I like the additions that they have made with Carolina trying to fix the interior of the offensive line for their quarterback, who's a shorter quarterback. They added some weapons to him. It's more than Adam Thielen now. They got Deontay Johnson from the Steelers, which I think was a great trade for them. Chuba Hubbard is still their running back. I like Chuba Hubbard personally. Now they lost Brian Burns on defense, so they're counting on Clowney to be that replacement. So, what's it going to take for Carolina to pull this upset today? I think it's going to take the Saints helping them out because the Saints do have offensive line problems. In fact, their offensive line by PFF has been ranked the worst offensive line in the National Football League. So that would be a big factor in the day. And the Saints do have a new offense for the first time in over 16 years. As Clint Kubiak is the new He's the new man in town. It is his baby, the offense. So now we will see the new Saints offense unveiled today against the Carolina Panthers. And listen, I'm going with the Saints in this game because they have to. To me, this is a must win. To start off the season 0-1, losing to Carolina, staring at a trip to Dallas, Philly coming in, and going to Kansas City on Monday Night Football. This team would be looking at a straight 0-4 start to the season, and it'll be down here from there. So, what's your thoughts on this one, TJ?
I didn't know you had. I remember now you had Dallas after this. Yeah, you need, like, if you lose to Carolina, I know it's an individual game. I know those are weird. They are very unusual, but you were still a middle of the road team. You were higher in the middle of the road team. I know you've got, like you said, you've got offensive line problems. Derek Carr, he does play well. It's going to be interesting to see how he coaches the new offense. But I think the Saints should win. Also, I don't know if you saw, obviously the Super Bowl's being played in New Orleans this year. It's been announced that the halftime performer is Kendrick Lamar.
They're not like us. They're not like us. Hey, let's go, baby.
It's a halftime performance at Super Bowl, the Super Bowl in 2025 in New Orleans. So yeah, they have news today.
Hey, look, we keep breaking news on here, baby. We done engaged you before we done engaged you the halftime performance for the Super Bowl, baby. Ain't no other pregame show on social media doing that, baby. Kendrick Lamar, baby, they not like us. They not like us. Hey, we'll be the halftime performance for the Super Bowl, baby. Oh, yeah. Man. All right. So in this contest, TJ, who you going with, Saints or Panthers?
I'm gonna go Saints. The Saints should win. We don't know how well Bryce Young's improved, so I'm gonna go with the Saints, and I don't think there'll be much competition.
All right, family. I got a lot of who that's in the chat, man. I'm going with the Saints. It's a must win.
Oh,
yeah. They have to win, and right now, look, they still bring in a top 10 scoring defense. Defense to me is going to have to carry this team early in the season until that offense gets on track and finds their footing, gets that rhythm. I'm interested to see how long will it take the Kubiak and Carr chemistry to come back. Will come together as far as your offensive coordinator and your quarterback. And listen, the Saints are going to have to run the ball this year. A healthy Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams, young Kendrick Miller, he's now on injury reserve, but they got another young man, Mims from Fresno State. So the Saints are going to have to run the ball. And also they got the X factor for the Saints, Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill will now be used way more than he was in the previous system. He will be a major factor, and I'm interested to see today as he gets unveiled the total package for Taysom Hill. All right. When we went into we will sit alone on the throne technically. All right. Bad boy Seafood, how you doing? Come on in. All right. Samuel says, boo, Carolina. Got you, Samuel. All right, family. Our next game on the docket, it was Jay. TJ is broke. How about Justin Jefferson? Justin Fields, excuse me. Talking Jefferson. Starting ahead of Russell Wilson. What do you
apparently he's got a calf issue. Russell Wilson's got a calf issue, apparently. That's why
they were saying earlier he would be like a game, and he would warm up before the game and see if he can go. So evidently he cannot. It would be him. Also, for all you fantasy owners out there who have DeAndre Hopkins is active today for the Bears game for the Titans. So he will be in there today playing. All right. So in this game here, Atlanta, listen, they have been the off-season darlings. many are picking them to win the NFC South. You now have people picking. You have had people picking, and I'm talking about the people who are on TV, the talking heads. You even had some of them picking the Atlanta Falcons as a Super Bowl contender in the NFC. Now, the addition of Kirk Cousins, they make a major trade with the Patriots, get Matthew Judon. Then they sign Simmons to put him with base, arguably giving them one of the top safety combos in the entire NFL. But now it comes down to, like I always say, it looks good on paper. Now, can they turn that paper into reality? It's Kirk Cousins, who I like. I think Kirk Cousins has been underrated his entire career. I know one thing. Y'all always hear me say this. I wish I had his agent, because I tell you what, he everywhere Kirk Cousins goes, he seems to get $100 million or more. So he ain't complaining. And so coming off of Achilles injury last year, goes to Atlanta. And I think personally, all Atlanta has been missing was a solid starting quarterback, someone who didn't have a tendency to lose them the game more than the ability to help them win the game. Now they have a quarterback and Kirk Cousins that I think can help them win games. So what's your thoughts on this contest? And then we'll talk about the Steelers and Justin Jefferson.
I get why people would say about the Atlanta Falcons being that good, because obviously on paper, Pitts, London, obviously Robinson, obviously they've got their QB, obviously a bit controversy about Penix and all that. Their defense has gotten a lot better as well. Their head coach, Raheem Morris, is going to be a lot better than, I believe it was Arthur Smith last year. I believe that was their thing, who would refuse to play a running back because he had a slight cold. But the Steelers, is this going to be the first losing season of Mike Tomlin's career? Do you reckon that?
No.
No, you don't think so? You still think with Russell Wilson and Fields that he'll drag them across the field?
Here's what I'm going to say. The man had a winning season with Pickett and Rudolph as his quarterbacks. And he now has Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, and he's going to have his first losing it. Hell no. Hell no.
Fair enough. The Steelers defense is going to be good. We know that.
Right.
The Falcons, if they come together and work together, they will also be good. I don't think the Falcons are a Super Bowl team, simply because that require Kirk Cousins playing in prime time. I know that's an old joke, but I will still use it. But I've got the Falcons going to go win this game, and I think it might be like 21-13.
Okay, let me say this about the Falcons. Listen, they should feel good about the moves that their organization has made this offseason. But what we gonna stop doing, what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Raheem Morris is the second coming of Tom Landry, of whatever great coach you want. The man does not, his record as a head coach is 21-38. The man 17 games under 500 as a head coach. I know in New Orleans they got a head coach that has a horrible record, but why in the hell is everybody so sure that Raheem Morris, he's so much better than Arthur Smith? Is he? We've seen this before. The man's 21-38 as a head coach, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. In this game, though, Steelers, Falcons, everybody's riding high with the Falcons. Steelers go into Atlanta and pull the upset. That's what I'm going with the Steelers today. Go be a good game. I think the Steelers win. Justin Jefferson adds that other dimension to this game. His legs. Steelers win this game today in Atlanta.
Fair enough. Love the passion.
Samuel says, Samuel's got the Falcons winning. All right. Misdemeanor Crimes, how you doing? Come on in. All right, Coach says my equipment went out. Okay, Coach, you in the chat. Coach, who you got in this one? Dolphin, you can roll from the chat, Coach. We got you, baby. Who you got in this one? Steelers, Falcons. TJ's going with the Falcons. I'm going with the Steelers. What's your thoughts, Coach? Chantel says give her the Steelers in this contest. Okay. Let's see. All right. Wait for Coach's response, but let's move on. Excuse me. Next game. Oh, family. This team here. Last year at this time, we all were like, new coach, young quarterback. Oh, but man, what a sensational season C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans had last year, and Miko Ryans taking over as the head coach, changing the culture of that team. The rookie season we saw last year from C.J. Stroud was not normal. From week 1 to probably week 10, he was seriously in the running, if not leading, for MVP of the National Football League. Not just Rookie of the Year, but MVP. Now this offseason, they add Joe Mixon in the backfield, which I don't think is getting talked about enough. Everyone's talking about Stephon Diggs. They already had Nico Collins. Tank Dell was missing most of the season. He'll be back. Now you add Stephon Diggs. Schultz. They got one of the best left tackles in all of football, and Jeremy Thompson. This team, a young, aggressive, fast defense. The Houston Texans rematch last season, end of the season game with the Colts. But the Colts will have their young gun this season. He is starting Anthony Richardson. So C.J. Stroud against Anthony Richardson, who, by the way, before he got injured last year, was looking mighty good.
This was indeed
one of the better games today. You have these two young quarterbacks. These franchises are set up. And then, of course, the backup in Indianapolis is old man winter himself, Joe Flacco. We saw when he got out of last year and went to Cleveland, what he did. Now he goes indoors. He's the backup quarterback, the young Anthony Richardson. And now he gets to drop that game on him, that wisdom. And I'm pretty sure that his locker is right next to him. Hey, you got a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a guy who's been to the top of the mountain and knows what it takes to get there. So in this game, man, at home, Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud. But much as I love the Texans, for some reason, I just feel the Colts are going to come out with the W today. I'm going to take the Colts in this contest, family.
Fair enough. And when Carson and I did this on our channel, I agreed. I went with the Colts as well. I feel like the Anthony Richardson, his dynamic with his legs was great. And I think Shane Steichen, obviously coming from Jalen Hurts and being able to know how to use that kind of quarterback is fantastic. And we've seen how he does use that kind of quarterback, and he uses it very successfully. Houston Texans, yeah, they surprised everyone. Yes, right. Last season, and they shouldn't be a drop off this season at all, especially with adding the weapon, obviously, of Stephon Diggs. But I reckon the Colts are going to come out and use that mobility to their advantage and also win this game.
Well, looks like you and everybody in the chat is going with Houston. I personally, like I said, everybody know how I love C.J. Stroud and I love what they're doing in Houston. I just got a feeling about this game today with their young quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The Colts are going to surprise. So I guess for the first time this season, I'm the lone wolf. I mean, Dolph is on that island by himself. I'm going with the coach, baby. Coach surprised everybody, upset a Super Bowl contender in the Houston Texans. Wow, who thought at the beginning of 2023 and 2024 we'll be sitting here saying in just one season the Houston Texans are a Super Bowl contender, and that's what they are. Let's see if they can live up to it. All right, family. Next game up, the New England Patriots are in the jungle taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Talent-wise, the Bengals should win this game. You got hands down, you got the better quarterback. You may have the better roster. I'm going with the Bengals. We ain't gonna spend too much time in this. I see the Bengals. Everybody in the chat, pick this game. Bengals, Patriots. Bengals, Patriots. Who we got? Chantel says she's got the Bengals. T Mama said Chase is not playing. Okay. Well, come on, family. TJ, so in this contest, who you looking at in this contest?
Yeah, it should be pretty self-explanatory. Like, Bengals are the better team. They've got the experience. Bengals should win. Like, Chase is playing. Higgins is not. Even though, like they haven't even got the Bill Belichick card that they always used to have. Like, oh, we've got a 20-year successful head coach. It's a brand new head coach. Defense should still be good, but Bengals all the way.
Bengals all the way. Team Mama's got the Bengals. Oh, Coach Rock.
Oh,
that lone wolf, baby. Oh, hey, Jacoby Brissett. It started. Jacoby Brissett, one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league, and he's no slouch. So, Coach says he likes the coach. And Mel, he likes Brissett. So, Coach is gone with the Pats to pull an upset in the jungle, baby, on the Bengals. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, JLJ 504 says get him the Bengals too. Everyone's on the Bengals, but Coach is that lone wolf on that one, baby. All right, so here we go, family. Moving on. The Arizona Cardinals are in Buffalo. Shout out to our host of the Nfl Turs and host of Come On In Bills, which premieres, I believe, this Tuesday on the Come On In Sports Network. Come On In Bills. Jeremy. Jeremy, he's going to be premiering this week. So here we go, family. Here we go. Arizona goes to Buffalo. One thing about the Cardinals, now they have their starting quarterback to start the season. The Arizona Cardinals were in a lot of close games last year, but just could not finish. Remember, they did put that upset over the Dallas Cowboys last year. So with that same family, Arizona's going to Buffalo. There's no more Diggs in Buffalo. You changed your coach in Buffalo. In this game, though, I think it's Buffalo because Josh Allen has to get the job done. This is Josh Allen's season to prove it. It's about prove it. This is a prove it season to me for Josh Allen. Talent is there. At one time, Josh Allen was spoken in the group of Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and it was Josh Allen, those three, and everybody else. But now, Josh Allen continues to come up short in the big times, in the big moments, and I'm talking about in the playoffs. But today, to kick off the season at home, I think the Bills prevail in this game, and I'm going to go Buffalo 29 and Arizona 16. TJ, your thoughts on this contest?
Yeah, I think you are spot on. It's the Bills. Obviously, they stripped down their defense this offseason. Obviously, they tried to replenish as much as possible. This is going to be a microscope on both McDermott and Josh Allen. If they don't do successful, I see them changing head coach, but they should do. They've got a quarterback who puts it all on his back, and does as much as he can to win. And we've seen that multiple times. I could see him doing it as much. The Cardinals, every time I mention them, I have to apologize. I took the mickey out of Jonathan Gannon. I really put him down, and he proved a lot of people wrong. They are going to fight hard. They are going to take you right to the limit and do their best to win. But I feel like the Bills should win this game.
Gotcha. All right, coach is gone. Coach is pulling another lone wolf. Coach is gone with the Cardinals.
Wow.
Coach is gone with the Sam is gone with. I got Arizona too. Sam is gone with the Cardinals. Okay, Sammy and Coach are riding with the Cardinals in this contest. TJ and myself think Buffalo will prevail. All right, Chantel, have a good time at the game. Stay safe and enjoy the game. Hope you have fun. Today. All right, family. Next game up, AFC West. Jim Harbaugh is back, baby. He inherits one of the most talented young quarterbacks in the National Football League, and Justin Herbert. But who's he going to throw the ball to, TJ? That's my thing. Who's he going to?
Is he going to throw the ball at all?
That's the thing. Will Harbaugh just run the ball 36 times today?
Yeah, who knows?
Chantel's going with the Chargers, and Coach is going with the Chargers. Listen, I'm going. Shout out to our co-host NONPFIXION 9. I'm going with your boys today. I'm going with the Raiders. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I'm going with the Raiders today. Listen, they got a quarterback who just has supreme confidence in himself and Gardner Minshew. First game for the Chargers, even though it's at home. It's really not a home game. They need their own stadium because the fan support sucks in LA for them. I think the Raiders, because they love their coach and they play for their coach, the Raiders go in the sunny California, baby, and pull a upset on the Chargers. I'm going, Coach and TJ and family. I'm going in this contest. I'm going with the Raiders to win this game. 23-16. 23-16. I'm going to go with that.
Fair enough. Hey, I hope it does. I'm a massive fan of Gardner Minshew. I hope he has fun success in Vegas, but it's the Chargers. They've got that talented QB. It's not like their head coach is brand new, not done it before. He has success previously in the NFL. I'm going to go with the Chargers to win this game. I imagine it's not going to be exciting. I imagine it's going to be run the ball. Okay, run the ball. Oh, we need to pass it. Quick out route. Run the ball. It's going to be as boring as anything, but I think the Chargers will win this. I know, obviously, even though it's a home game, it is technically an away game.
Right.
But I'm still going to go with the Chargers.
All right, Coach says not. No, Coach. No. I got Coach. Pam is with me. Sam is with me. Coach is with you. Coach says not so fast, my friend. Coach is with you, TJ. Coach is going with the Chargers. Listen, we know Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is that factor over there, man. But I just don't. I got to see them after week 1, see what horses they have for him, man. Austin Eckler's not even there anymore. If I'm not mistaken. I think he's in Chicago. Is Austin Eckler in Chicago?
Austin Eckler. Let's have a look. Let's
look that up. I believe Austin Eckler's in. Where's he at? See, Austin Eckler's not there.
Oh my goodness, he's in Washington.
Yeah, that's where he's with the Commander. Austin Eckler's not there anymore. So who's going to take that field? It's going to be Jim Harbaugh's own running back from Michigan. Crum is going to get a lot of carries today. The rookie running back from Michigan is going to get a lot of carries today for the Chargers. You can. I'm telling you right now, you can take that to the bank. Now that I sit back here and I realize Jim Harbaugh is going to feature his rookie. They're going to do a lot of play action pass, and if you give Justin Herbert play action option, he's going to eat. He's going to eat.
Yes.
So with that being said, I'm still sticking to it. I'm going with the Raiders. Raiders going in, baby. They're going to remind the Chargers, hey, this is California, and we are the Raiders, baby. And we still run this. Raiders win this game. Matter of fact, the Raiders win this game 27-23. All right, family. Next contest, the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The 12th man will be in the building, family. Broncos, Seahawks. You have a young rookie quarterback making his first start on the road. Can the Denver Broncos pull the upset against the Seattle Seahawks? I'm calling it an upset because you have a rookie quarterback in Bo Nix. First start is not home. It's in Seattle. The 12th man opening day. That fan base is going to be off the rocker. I think the Seahawks with the weapons they have the veteran quarterback. I see Seattle winning this game. I'm gonna go 29-13. I'm going Seattle in this 29-13.
So you're not a what do they say? A believer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a believer.
You're not a believer.
I saw him in the SEC before he went to Oregon and ran up all them stats. So I saw him playing big boy football.
Fair enough. So obviously the Seahawks, for the first time in 15 years, they've got a new head coach.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a new system over there. It's going to be interesting to see how Geno Smith adapts to the new system. It's crazy. They paid him a lot of money, and then the very next year, they were seeing if he was the guy. He's got obviously JSN, DK Metcalf. I'm also going to go with the Seahawks. I feel like experience trumps potential talent over here in the Broncos. And again, the Broncos have got what they've got. No one. They've got Courtland Sutton, Mims. Right. I don't know their running backs. And their defense, they lost a couple of players on defense this year. So, yeah, it should be Seahawks. The Seahawks don't win this, then I'd be a bit concerned.
All right. And it's kind of split in the chat. We have 3 for the Seahawks. Coach got the Broncos by 10, showing a lot of faith in Sean Payton and his rookie quarterback on the road. So, hey, I just if Denver was at home, I don't think I knew I will flip my decision. But on the road, I know how difficult it is to play in Seattle, man. The 12th man, the energy that they give their team, that environment, rookie quarterback, even though he played at Oregon. Yeah, I'm going with Seattle. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going with Seattle in this contest. All right. Washington, Tampa Bay. The most disrespected division champion in the National Football League, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Everybody's talking about Atlanta. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the NFC South the last 3 years. Last season, everybody looked over them because Tom Brady wasn't there. What happened last season is Baker Mayfield had the best season of his career, led them to the division title, and sorry, TJ, but whooped up on TJ's Eagles in the wild card game, and were almost, and they were close to going to the NFC Championship game because that was a good game against Detroit. So the Bucs at home hosting the Commanders, who come in with another retread as the head coach. I just don't like these retread head coaches. I just don't. We've seen the book on this before. But they got a retread. The Commanders come in. Austin Eckler's there. But under center, they went on and got Heisman Trophy winner Jaden Daniels, who was just spectacular his time in college. He goes in first game, Sunshine State, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't think the moment will be too big for this kid, but I think the Bucs get the job done in a close game. I got the Bucs winning today on the field goal, 23-20. Coach, Coach says he's got Washington by 3. Your thoughts, TJ?
Washington. No, I think you're right. Baker Mayfield finally found a home, and he is wanted there. Obviously, Mike Evans decided to stay in Tampa. He said he got less money in Tampa, but he knows he likes the people. Obviously, he doesn't have to move from Tampa Bay, which is quite nice.
And he got a ring.
Yeah, it's true. He got a ring there. It's the second year Baker in the system. He had his ups and downs last year, but overall he had a very positive. And like I said, he whooped the Eagles' ass. He completely destroyed us and almost managed to make it to the AFC Championship game. I really like him in the Buccaneers system. The Commanders, they got Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn did take the Falcons to the Super Bowl, but then obviously something very famous happened.
28-3.
28-3.
Yeah, that's all I say to Falcon fans when they're talking trash to me. 28-3.
It's almost coming up to 10 years, and that will never be forgotten. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. I feel like it's a rookie QB. He might have all of a sudden an explosive first game, but I still think the Buccaneers with that unit kept together are going to beat them.
Right. And coach says Daniel shows you why he will be rookie of the year. Listen, you ain't got to prove. I know how talented this kid is. It's going to take some time. He's a rookie, going to go through growing pains. But hey, maybe he can have an impact. Not the same type of impact, but maybe he can have an impact like Stroud had last year for the Texans. When I say same, meaning making that team highly competitive on the offensive side of the ball. I just don't believe in their head coach. I'm sorry. Like, I'm so tired of these. So tired of these retreads, man. I'm tired of it. Like I said earlier, everybody's jumping up and down for Raheem Morris. The man is 21-38, 17 games under 500 as a head coach. Stop it. And here people are complaining about Mike Tomlin, who is one of the most disrespected and underrated coaches in the history of National Football League. You have people praying for the Steelers to have a losing season just so this man can have a losing season on his resume. I won't do that here. He's one of the best ever to do it, period. Well, he only got one Super Bowl, been to 2, and he got one. And he's never had a losing season. That's one of the best and greatest head coaches. He's a Hall of Fame coach. The day he walks away, Mike Tomlin, I'm just a Mike Tomlin fan, man. And everybody in Pittsburgh who want to get rid of Mike Tomlin, y'all better be careful what you ask for. Because you get somebody in there. Maybe you get your Raheem Morris. How about you get you a Dennis Allen? I'm just saying, things can get horrible.
Adam Gates. Adam Gates. You might end up with an Adam Gates. No one wants that.
Look, Coach saying I'm hoping he get fired too, so the Saints can hire him. He get fired, the Saints won't hire him. I guarantee you that. They'll have him in for an interview, but they won't hire him. All right, family. So in this contest, I'm going with Tampa Bay. And TJ, you're going to go with Tampa, or you going with the Commanders?
Yes, I'm going with Tampa. I am. Right. Yeah, I think Tampa should win this.
Coach, out the crew, Coach is the lone wolf in that one. So Coach is going with the Commanders. Woo! Sunday night is going to be a good one. It was a good one in the playoffs. All them storylines are there. It is there. Matthew Stafford goes back to Motown to kick off the season on Sunday Night Football. Rams, Lions, NFC, one of the NFC favorites. So close to going to the Super Bowl. The Rams, everybody's overlooking the Rams. The great Aaron Donald has called it a career. They have one of the greatest offensive minds in all of football in Sean McVay. They have a gem that they discovered last year in Puka Nacua. And they still have one of the best route running receivers in the National Football League. You know who I'm talking about, family. Rams, Lions, Sunday Night Football. excitement. This time, though, the home team comes up short. I'm going with the Rams, baby.
Wow.
Matthew Stafford going home tonight, slinging that pill. The Rams get the win tonight to kick off the season and let everybody in the NFC know y'all gonna have to see us this year. I'm going with the Rams. TJ, take it away, my friend.
Oh, wow. You're shocked. Like, the Lions, they've kept most of their core pieces. They signed Amara. They even managed to keep their offensive coordinator, who was lined up to be a head coach. He clearly saw what was available and went, "No, I'm going to try and win a ring here." They gave Goff the extension. This is going to be a fantastic game. Stafford comes home. Goff goes, I wouldn't say home. I think the Lions are more his home, but goes to the team that drafted him.
Right.
Can the Rams overcome the massive gaping hole of Aaron Donald? I mean that physically and literally. Literally and metaphorically, sorry. I'm going to go with the Lions. I feel like they are annoyed that they didn't win the NFC Championship game, because that was a game I felt like they should have won. They've got still something to prove. I'm going to go with the Lions, but this is going to be, I think, a high-scoring, very close game.
Okay. Coach says Lions win the NFC this year. They might, but they won't win today. The Rams are going to go in there and they're going to spank the Lions. That's right. I'm going with the Rams, baby. Let's go, Rams. Let's go, Stafford. Y'all going to stop disrespecting Matthew Stafford. I'm going with the Rams, baby. Rams all the way. And here we go. The final game tomorrow night. Finally, like The Rock used to say, finally, the Jets, like last year, have a quarterback, but not just any quarterback. They got A-Rod, future Hall of Famer. The question this season is, can he get through one series without getting a season-ending injury? If he's able to stay healthy, they have a championship caliber defense. They have one of the best young wide receivers and running back tandems in the National Football League. But they're going to I'm going to say Candlestick. I don't care. They're going to Frisco to take on the 49ers and one of my favorite quarterbacks who continues to get disrespected solely because he was Mr. Irrelevant. But Mr. Irrelevant's been to 2 NFC championship games and a Super Bowl for all your haters. 49ers taking on the Jets. Monday Night Football. Much as I like Brock Purdy, it does not happen Monday night. The Jets, a healthy Aaron Rodgers, go in and serve notice to everyone that we are here and we should be taken serious. I'm going with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers on Monday Night Football to pull the upset on the San Francisco 49ers. The NFC champions go down in flames, baby. Jets 28, 49ers 19. Yeah, I said it. J-E-T-S. Jets, baby. Let's go, TJ.
Hey, no, I love it. I absolutely love it, and I agree. I like, if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, that team is going to be fantastic. They managed to keep in the competition even when they had Zach Wilson as their QB. Obviously, their defense is still going to be good. I know they lost Bryce Huff, who had 10 sacks last year. He went to my Birds. And they've had the drama of Hassan Reddick. But even then, it's going to be a fantastic unit with Sauce Gardner. On the other side, Garrett Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. If that Achilles is fantastic, if he can remain healthy, he's obviously on a better field to start the season. It's going to be good. Obviously, the Niners had also a dramatic offseason with Williams and Ayuk, but they're going to be a good year or a good team this year no matter what. But the Jets should walk in and smack the Niners in the face and walk out with a victory.
Okay. Now, Chantel, I didn't forget you. I didn't forget it. There it is right there, Chantel. Chantel is live at this game. Chantel, like, Dolph, did you forget to pick the Browns or the Cowboys? No, I did not, Chantel. With that being said, let me just say this. The Browns are a very talented team. If Deshaun Watson, is he playing? I believe he is playing today. If I'm mistaken, Chantel, let me know. If Jameis Winston's playing, listen, if Deshaun Watson gets back to his old form, where he's arguably one of the best young quarterbacks in the National Football League, Cleveland's got talent across the board.
Yeah.
They added what? Didn't they add Jerry Jeudy?
They added Jerry Jeudy.
Listen, I love their running back room. Of course, I love their defense, but this man just got paid $240 million. There should not be a pass rush. There should not be a coverage today that upsets this man, that confuses this man. That Dakota Prescott should go out there today and throw 3 to 4 touchdowns as the Cowboys beat the Browns 35. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm sorry, Dog Pound. I called it. Cowboys 35. Browns 23. I said it. So be it. TJ, what you got, baby?
Hey, no, that's fair. Like, everyone in Dallas should be happy. Obviously, we don't know the full health of Watson. I believe he will be playing, but Dallas is going to have a good defense. Their offense is going to do well in the regular season. I unfortunately have Dallas winning this game. But it does hurt. It really does hurt. We know Cowboys are going to win. I'm more interested to see how does Watson look after that injury. So that should be the takeaway of the game. How does Deshaun Watson look in the game?
Coach Tom bought his check. Jerry checks ain't bouncing, baby. Jerry checks ain't bouncing. I can tell you that. Jerry checks ain't bouncing, baby. That check ain't bouncing. All right, fam. But listen, family, it's been a great show. Me and TJ, Coach Rocket in the chat doing his thing, man. Listen, we want to thank y'all for joining us today for week 1 as the NFL turns. But hey, this the NFL turn, so y'all know what time it is now. Like, Dolph, you can't go out like that, baby. We've been waiting for it. Guess what? The new segment. Well, it's not a new segment, but this is a segment we started out with last year, and we kind of went away from it, but we bringing it back. And it's called You Got This. All right, family. So you got this. Each week, we're going to pick a specific player or team to speak to. So today, I'm going to speak to my New Orleans Saints. Today, you open up the season, which is one of the most critical seasons in the history of this franchise. Because either you're going to propel to the stars, moving in the right direction, or you're going to plummet fast and hard to earth. And the crash and the after effects will not be nice. If the New Orleans Saints go out here today, if you go out here today and you lose to the Carolina Panthers with Dallas, Philadelphia, the world champion Chiefs, Broncos, Falcons, looking at you, and they're looking at you coming up on your schedule as a member of Who That Nation, it's going to be a bleak look on the rest of the season. It's going to be downright putrid. The Saints have to win this game. You have to win this game. You need to win this game, but not just for Who That Nation, but for yourselves. Because even though you guys say you don't pay attention, your family members do, your team does, and you do too. You see how the national media thinks that you are nothing. Some even have you gone from a 9-8 team
to a 6-11 team. They don't believe in Dennis Allen as the head coach. Hell, his own peers don't. His peers, other coaches, rank this man, Saints head coach, as the worst head coach, number 32 in the National Football League. Number 32. If I'm Dennis Allen, I got something to prove this year, because I'm going to tell all of y'all, my goal would be at the end of the season, when I win the division with my team and make it to the playoff, get to the division round of the playoff, and are in the running for coach of the year, to kiss my entire you know what. And then there's Derek Carr, who has an opportunity once again to rewrite his story. His story has been one of inconsistencies, coming up short, just not good enough. He came into New Orleans last year thinking he was the savior. You were not the savior. You were supposed to be the missing piece. Your story got off to a rocky start. But this is 2024. Today is the beginning of a new season. You can rewrite your story. Why not rewrite Derek Carr's story as one in his second year? Prepare the New Orleans Saints back to the playoffs for the first time in 3 years. Why not be the one who prepared the Saints to their first division title in 3 years? Why not be the one who wins his first playoff game in his entire career? Why not you, Derek Carr? So you got this goes to the New Orleans Saints. You got this. You need this. And you better have this, family. All right, family. And of course, the most famous segment of it all. Y'all know what time it is. All right, family. It's time for straight balling. Who's the straight balling candidate for the day? Who's it going to be, baby? Y'all may not expect it, but guess where I'm going? I'm going to a city where they said they had a song that went like this. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. I'm going with rookie Malik Neighbors, baby.
Wow.
Malik Neighbors is going to straight be balling today. That is my straight baller candidate for the day. TJ, who you got?
I'm going to go with an oldie but a goldie. I'm going to go with Mike Evans.
Woo!
I feel like he's going to shine today and do very, very well.
All right. And Coach in the chat. Coach says, get him then. Jaden Daniels, baby. Jaden Daniels is going to be straight balling. Listen, family, it's been a great job, a great day. Baby said, don't keep your day job. It's all right, baby. You know? Hey, it's karaoke. It's karaoke. It's karaoke. Listen, family, it's been a great show. Thank you all for being here. Listen, next week, all the guys will be in the building, baby. This has been As the NFL Turns. Enjoy your first Sunday of NFL football, baby. It is back on behalf of TJ and myself and the Come On In Sports Network. Thank you for being here, family. Enjoy your Sunday. And to all my Who-Dats, I will be streaming that Saints-Panther game. And everyone else, Come On In Sports Network. Game of the week is the Cowboys at Cleveland. I will be live streaming that. Until then, family, take care, and we out.
You will never see me coming. pain which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear, I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here, the sound of deafening fear.